in the side of the fucking head, right in the ear hole, and get away with it. That's not cool.
Yeah, like I've told the wife in the past, I'm sorry, rage wins over passing it down.
Yeah, I mean, you want a Turtle Beach headset, go get one. It was like $70. It's not, you know, marriage-endingly cheap. Marriage-endingly expensive. It's pretty cheap. But I sure as fuck am not gonna let it get away with that shit. She's like, judging me for flinging it across the room. Alright, judge all you like. I'll be over here, not getting electrocuted in the ear, thanks. Whenever you're done judging, we'll go get subs.
Kind of sounds like you eat out a lot.
Yeah, I don't know how to cook pretty much anything, so, yep.
Does the girlfriend know how to cook?
Oh no, she knows how to cook less than I do.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was
the
possible.
chef in the family.
I'm the chef in this household, as terrifying as that is. That has been stated on more than one occasion. You'll end up spending too much money if you continue streaming. Why, are you buying all sorts of fancy things for your stream that you hadn't planned on buying?
She didn't really want to... she likes streaming, but she didn't really want to get into it. Because she didn't think she'd be a hit. Which she has been proved wrong on, because she's managed to make affiliate and get a bunch of subs.
Well, there you go. Congratulations. Stop being whatever about it. Negative.
And yeah.
Hell, she's...
The wife keeps bugging me to do the same thing. I just don't know if I have the ambition.
What, stream?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a certain amount of effort involved, and you've got to be reliable. If you're gonna do it, you've got to be kind of committed to doing things at a particular time. You can't just be like, oh well, whatever. I'm gonna stream at 2 in the afternoon today, and then tomorrow I'm gonna stream at 1 in the morning. It makes it really hard for people to kind of follow and keep up with you. But I don't know. I think you do okay at it if you were.
Good morning.
Hello. If you were able to nail down a time that works for you.
So now that I'm here, we can have a discussion about the reasons why I think that this is just very weird that everybody wanted me to stream for one. Because I don't find myself entertaining in any way, shape, or form. But the boyfriend thought I was hugely entertaining. And I did stream a little bit for him when we were dating. Because he lived 1,200 miles away from me. And so when I would be playing video games and he wanted to see what was going on, I would stream it. That's kind of how that started.
See, I could explain to you why your streaming is popular, but I don't think you're going to like the answer.
Yeah, probably. I don't have... I do, Arha, but it's older than dirt.
Well... You don't have a webcam on stream. We'll put it that way.
No, and I know that that's going to come up in conversation. And to be fair, I've already kind of contemplated what would happen, but I'm not comfortable yet with the idea of me being on camera.
Oh, is Felina shy?
I have lots of reasons for not being comfortable with this concept.
Do you have horrendous and identifiable face scars and/or tattoos?
It's more along the lines of I like to be comfortable in my own house.
And to know that camera's always watching.
And the camera being on makes it very awkward. Monka things. If that
I
makes
don't like
any
putting
sense.
on clothes either.
Thank you. But I've had to because boyfriend has such a higher heat tolerance, or like he gets warm way too easy. So I'm constantly cold now. The other thing is I would feel the need to do something with my hair. And right now, I don't have to.
Feeling at you is very beautiful.
I don't know if I sent you the pictures, Araha, but I actually had found some pictures that I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, and I was like, you won't believe this, and I sent him a picture of me when we, like, because it had been a couple of years since I gotten a chance to talk to him, and I'd sent him a picture of what I looked like then, and then sent a picture of one of the recent pictures I'd had, and he's like, holy crap! He's like, how much weight have you lost? And I'm like, I don't think I've lost that much weight at all. But apparently, it looks like I've lost like 40 pounds or some craziness. Which is creepy.
You were still very beautiful.
You may not have lost the weight numerically, but it may be that you've turned some fat into muscle, and the reallocation of weight can dramatically change your physique.
I am going to tell you that when I got this job, the very first thing I did was I went to a specialist. I have suffered for years with all sorts of different issues, and nobody could ever really pinpoint why I was having the issues. I'm going to tell you that I now know why I have the issues. It's one of those things where you go to that specialist and you go, listen, I don't want to feel like crap anymore. And that was a big difference.
And he goes, good news, everybody. No?
Yeah, it's pretty much, that was... Good news, everyone. I'm not sending you to the planet of death.
I'm sending you to the near Death Star.
Right. Yeah, that's kind of what ended up happening, is I went and saw this specialist, and I was just like, this is the situation, and was very, like, upfront and honest about the fact that, you know, like, a lot of different family members have other problems in the same area, in a similar situation. And they put me on a bunch of very, very interesting medication. Most of it's all supplement.
Are we talking about faulty boners?
Nope.
Woo, that's a relief.
My mom has Hashimoto's thyroid disease. My sister has eczema. Both of those are considered a immuno disorder.
Mm-hmm.
And I have my own version. And so when it came down to it, they started testing a bunch of my levels for, literally everything. I think I went through everything. And my vitamin D was dangerously low.
Mm-hmm.
My mag levels were dangerously low. I was showing pre-symptoms of Hashimoto's already. So I've been put on a medication for the Hashimoto's. And I'm going to be honest, I always kind of wandered through my life in almost like a fog. And about 2 weeks into the medication, it was like I awoke from like this weird funky slumber, and I had all this energy and I felt good. And I was just like, okay, whatever sort of voodoo witchcraft is going on here, I'm gonna stick with it.
Having energy, weird.
Yeah, I had energy, I felt good. I'm gonna be honest, it's been kind of cool. It's nice to not, I've not been well the last few weeks because of all the stress. And the first thing that goes is my routine.
Yeah, always.
So I've been off my meds, and that's not been great.
Don't go off your fucking meds. You gotta stick with them.
I know.
Especially when you find ones that work for you, Jesus.
What's even worse is I know next month I'm supposed to go have my blood drawn, and my labs are going to come back not good.
Because you had taken
because
time
I've been basically almost 2 months without my meds because I have not been well. Yep, didn't go great, but I'm gonna get back on the horse. The other thing was I had so much energy that I would go to work, and then after work I would go and walk on the treadmill after work, which normally would have never happened because I'm not a fan of exercise in any way, shape, or form.
Not even sex? Weird.
I mean, that was questionable most of the time. That's part of the some of the things that I dealt with was having drive issues, but yeah, that for me to go and walk on the treadmill and not hate my life the entire time, that was okay.
Yeah, next change of pace.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna probably get down to what I think is about 10 of these IPs and stop, because last time I miscalculated how many I had left. I don't want to go over my allotment. So I kind of think I'm starting to get a grasp on this whole concept, but I'm still not quite there on other different things on this, like learning this stuff, because I have to go take that test. And I am just, my body's like, my brain's just like, no, don't go take this test at all, because you have no fucking clue what you're talking about. So
what turned out to be the answer to your question regarding the number of IPs in a 24?
Well, I can tell you that at in a 20/24, you have 512 IPs in a 24. No, 256. 256 is in a 24. So I think of it in RAM sticks. That's how I have to think about it, in RAM sticks. So if I go from a /24 to a /23, I go from having 1 RAM stick to 2. Does that make sense?
You mean if you go from a 23 to a 24?
No. It goes the other way. It's 24's the smallest.
Oh, it works like gauges?
Yeah.
Stupid.
So 24's the smallest, and so it's got 256. Okay. So I give you a 256 RAM stick, and then I give you a second one, which makes it 512. And then from there, it's double that again. So it'd be like double of 512, so you get 1024. That's the only way I figured it out. It's like I have to think in RAM stick, which sounds crazy.
Yeah, it makes sense, though.
And if that's what makes it make sense to me, I guess that's what we're going to go with.
Well, you gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Yep. Okay, so there's... What did I think my last number was?
I'm gonna
Turn into a
go
pumpkin.
to bed.
You going to bed on us? Alright.
She's pumpkining out.
I mean, she's allowed. She's an adult. She has work things to do and things to take care of, and she has, she has a Reese child to raise.
Don't remind her.
That's a lot of responsibility.
I know. I probably should have put that on her.
Way more than a full bag of popcorn, even.
I actually was very upset with the way he was acting. I've more than once been upset with the way he's acted.
Tonight it was on you two, though. You guys were being pretty hard on him, so.
I mean, there's a difference between taking the piss out of him and actually genuinely being upset with the way he was acting. And I, at some point, was genuinely upset with the way he was acting.
Yeah, I get that, but at the same time, no means no. If it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander, and.
Oh, that one I was totally, literally just shaking his leg. But there was a point where I was genuinely pissed.
Yeah, and you guys didn't seem to recognize there was a point where he was no longer finding it ha-ha joke. He was finding it obnoxious, and that was, that was unfair to him, because...
I mean, I could theoretically use the good for the goose, good for the gander on the same, literally about that same exact thing, because there are moments where he's literally like that.
Oh, I know.
She could tell me the same thing.
He's difficult plenty of times too, but tonight it was remarkably not on him. It was, you guys were giving him too much of a hard time, and he had just woken up or whatever. I don't know what the reason was for his less patience than usual, but
I mean,
it was fair.
We're all allowed to have our days. I'm okay with it. I'll take responsibility for the fact that he was upset with me. I'm okay with that. I will take responsibility and apologize. But that's, like, I honestly messaged her. I don't even know if he's still here, but I messaged her and was like, I think I figured out why. And she's like, yep, I think I did too. Because I've seen a huge mental shift in him, specifically since they've started talking, that some of it I'm not so thrilled about.
Oh, so there's new obnoxious behavior that you're referring
Yes, I'm seeing new obnoxious behavior, which I feel like he... I think this might have been the reason that contributed to the last one dipping off.
to. His last girlfriend, you mean?
Mm-hmm. The one that the one that I was telling you about. The Tinder situation. Where I got him a Tinder date from across the pond.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna be honest and say, like, I can't. There's only so much that I can understandably get, and I feel like it's border needy almost. It felt borderline needy, and if I put myself in her shoes, I'd have been upset too. You know what I mean?
Not really, because it wasn't me you were talking to about the Tinder situation.
I'm pretty sure you were involved in this conversation.
No, none of that's ringing a bell.
No.
I didn't.
You were DMing me about that, Felina.
Was it you I was DMing? I don't know.
Definitely,
I thought I had said something to somebody else about it.
definitely new to me, so no, I'm gonna have to say you have me confused with someone else at the very least.
Well, that's okay. I half the time don't remember what day it is anymore. So
Yeah, well, that's you and half the rest of the population of the planet right now.
I know. But I think that is what got me is it got because
the obnoxious uptick.
Yeah, it was like he was an adult before, or acted more adult before, because I mean we're all kids in our own way. I'm not gonna take the piss out of him and say he acted like a kid all the time. We all have that moment. But I think what got me was when it felt like he had it had kicked up a notch, and I'm like, why are you being needy? It's not necessary.
Little extra obnoxious goes a long way.
I mean, I could feel her frustration. Believe me, that's why I was so frustrated. I was just like, what is wrong with you?
Well, a lot. I mean,
and bless his heart, I love him to death. I do. But, like, what the hell? Not everything... and I get it. Not everything's going to be about him. But I feel like her responses to him have not been any different. As a matter of fact, I think they've been more callous, almost a little more aggressive. And yet it's not nothing, it's like it didn't click. I don't know.
Not registering.
The stupid thing is, though, that in my DMs, he's often very sweet. But as soon as...
I think he makes an ass out of himself in public on purpose. I think he thinks he's got to have some sort of persona, and I'm going to be honest. Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I'm not a fan. I like him the way he is, even if he is a derp. I like him better the way he is, and she does too. And I don't think it's fair to either one of us or anybody else that we have to see this fake bravado. It's like he's trying to put his dick out on the table and measure it. It's just kind of freaky. Oh, hi, Reese.
Almost put ice cream in the oven. Maybe that's how baked ice cream was invented.
Maybe so. I'm not gonna... I'm gonna just... Yeah.
It's better than putting the baby in the oven. They call a special group of people for that.
So, I don't know.
Anyway, I have to get up in 7 hours and 10 minutes, so...
You don't have
Go get some rest.
But you choose
No,
to.
she really needs to. She needs to adult.
It's work.
Yes, it is, Reese.
It's work, and that I have to get up for.
I know. I'm just taking the piss out of you. Calm down. No rage, duck.
I mean, it's better than string dick.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. I died. I died.
You thought, yeah, you thought, you just thought there was nowhere else for it to go. Well, you were wrong.
It could not go any further than where it went the second time. I was like, well, that's it. I'm done. Just put a fork in me. I'm done. It's over. I sat there and laughed until I was literally crying.
Reese, you gotta check out the clip in the Discord. I can't explain it.
Reese, if you go to the funnies channel, there is a couple of clips that are necessary for your viewing. We appreciate you and your input.
Yeah, your input is requested.
And valuable. We find it valuable today. Don't you tell him what this is about.
Oh, I'm not telling him anything. I'm just typing to somebody in Minecraft.
Oh, I thought somebody was trying to tell him what this was about.
No, I'm not gonna bore him. It's far too funny.
Yep.
Oh, I shall listen to you lovelies and catch you guys later.
Have a good sleep, dear.
Have a good sleep.
I shall try.
Oh, I have had a moment here. I think you really need to watch this, Reese. I think you will.
You won't regret it.
I think Chibbles was about to lose it too.
You won't regret watching that.
There will be absolutely no regrets. I've lost count of how many I've done. This is bad.
Yeah, that clip was hilarious.
I guess that's fair, Reese. But all I'm going to say is, she misspoke, and string dick is what everybody heard.
What was she even trying to say?
Stream deck.
Right.
She was trying to say stream deck, and it sounded like string dick. And I was just like, where did string dick come from in the middle of this conversation? And then when you guys acknowledged that you heard the same thing, I was like, oh, wait. She misspoke, didn't she?
She said something wrong.
She's like, and then she said string deck, which, then you were like, wait, deck. Oh, okay, I think I'm following now.
Yeah, I figured it out eventually, but Jesus.
No, Reese, I sent her a video which I DM'd digital that was a old clip from many eons ago. That was a little ditty on the SNL. I'm sure that he has no idea what I'm talking about. And so I think she might have intended to say Stream Deck and then somehow messed up and used the other word because she was potentially watching that video. Yes, Reese.
Yeah, a little SNL goes a long way.
Yep. Because I sent her the dick in a box clip.
Okay, see, that's...
Does that explain a lot of things? Does that give you some context? I wasn't gonna say anything until afterward.
That might be why she fucked up what she was trying to say.
Yes, but I'm gonna tell you that I take full responsibility and blame for this because it was beautiful.
That was so fucking funny. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, normally I can follow your accent and the conversation, but
there was no way.
Yeah,
I couldn't. I died. Just like I was just like crying and laughing. Oh my god. Oh goodness. Anyway.
Don't get me wrong, with the lack of vision, all I've got is my ears going for me, and I heard it twice the same way.
I couldn't believe.
That's exactly pretty much what I heard twice, almost the same way. And I was just like, well, rip.
Pure gold. Comedic gold.
I just want you to know, Digital, that I am going to eventually post that for Kiwa.
Oh yeah, because he's not going to let her walk away from that.
He's good. I mean, did you see that one of her one of the quotes in our channel is one about her being, what was it? Her being a cunt or something? I don't remember exactly how it was worded, but it's like she said something about I'm a cunt, or I don't know what it was, and it was ended up being a quote. I was like,
I don't recall that.
Yeah, that's in there along, because I've had to go through and update all of our clip stuff, or not clip, but quote stuff. So I knew what was there, but I thought that was so funny.
String dick. All the things to say.
I know. Also, Mike showing up made my night, not gonna lie. Because I just sat there and just was like, I listened to him say that, and at that point I lost it.
I didn't realize. Yeah, I didn't realize that after that episode, way back, whenever that was, that Mike and Sausage had become buddies on Steam and everything else.
That was the best. Well, and then, you know, I actually intentionally took screenshots and posted in Kiwa's Discord that I no longer had any bad feelings because he brought Mike over to mess with Reese. That made me happy. I was like, yes.
So,
yes, please, thank you.
You didn't used to
Oh,
like Sausage?
I never have really, I've had problems getting over things when it comes to Sausage. And it has a lot to do with the fact that his girlfriend, it's hard for me to say nice words, his girlfriend
She's a twit.
Is very special ed.
Oh, she's a dummy. Like,
she's very special, like Baloney, the retarded cousin of Lunchmeat.
She's dumb.
He makes himself look very not smart either. Frequently.
Well, by association, yeah, just hanging out with her, he's
lost IQ. Yeah, I know.
He comes across as like he can't do any better. So this is what he's got to work with. And
I mean,
I'm
to
sorry,
be fair,
the guy may be a dummy. I don't know. I don't know him very well, but you know he doesn't need that kind of advertising. She's really clueless.
She makes herself look real dumb most of the time. As a matter of fact, I railed her one night. She showed up, and I was just in one of those moods, you know, where I'm awful catty. And
yeah, that happens.
She opened her mouth, and I inserted her foot real quick.
Illinois, do us all a favor and shut the fuck up.
I almost renamed her Illinoising.
Yeah, and see, Sausage would have found that funny.
Well, I agree. He probably would have.
What's up, Mushy?
When locking up villagers, use like block on the underside, or else the babies escape.
Oh, the babies haven't been escaping from there.
Surprisingly. There was a mistake that happened earlier, and
where did he go?
They got loose.
There was a baby that escaped.
What's that?
There was a baby that escaped. I just saw him walking.
Are you sure it's not that goddamn cat that's wandering around here? Because even this area here, I only had the top block, and the babies were staying on that side of the wall. I think
and now they're mating on the other side.
I think
inside the little makeshift walls.
Oh yeah, the ones that I locked off in the town there are also producing extra babies. So we're gonna have way too many fucking villagers. Hey, Wolf.
Oh, hi.
So how do you want me to build this for you?
Well, I was thinking we could set up the trading deal in here. I don't know how many villagers do we need? Like, are we gonna want to make 50 more of them, or is 50 enough?
This is perfectly fine.
Okay, so we
Digital?
can turn off the breeding downstairs. Yeah.
I don't know. How,
Should
I
we
don't know how
make
to
sure
build
that Ironwolf goes to checks the funnies channel?
Oh, dude, go check the clips and funnies. Yeah. Yeah, if this is enough villagers, then we can liberate those 2 that are downstairs breeding. They'll get washed upstairs here with the rest of them. And then we can let these guys flood into the town and cherry pick which ones go into the trading hall.
And what are you going to do about the rest of them? Lead them out the door?
No, they can all live in the town. I don't care if we have this many villagers. I just wanted to contain them because there's
They're
a lot
still
of
going to
them.
keep breeding. It
No.
doesn't matter what. Oh
No.
yes.
They have 2 factors now, not just doors and beds. So the ones in town will only breed up to a point.
Hold on, I gotta go. Mom's calling.
Okay.
I wonder if there's. So you wanted the breeder only under this roof? No, I don't mean the breeder. I mean the villager hall.
Yeah, like how many villagers do we need in the trading hall? Oh, hang on, my phone's ringing.